Easy now, folks. Had to take a few days from recording my tanks because we had to take a trip to Blackpool. For those that don't know Blackpool, it's a pretty funky kind of coastal holiday destination with some great attractions, and it's actually got one of the coolest taxi ranks you're ever going to see. Check this out, look. We couldn't come all the way to Blackpool without spending a couple of days on the Pleasure Beach, which boasts what used to be the tallest and steepest roller coaster in the world, I believe, until 1996 when a coaster in Japan beat it. I want to say it's one of the fastest as well, but don't quote me on that one. Sure as hell feels fast as anything. We had about 5 shots and this is brilliant. Recommend anyone have a go on that. Well, anybody without a heart condition or anything like that. So there's plenty to do and loads of rides at the Pleasure Beach for those that like a bit more of a thrill and for those that want a bit more of a relaxing time too. But that's not all there is to Blackpool. There's a zoo, there's a horror show, there's, you know, normally a circus on the pier, I think. Oh, the piers themselves as well. Plenty to do. Check this out, folks. The Blackpool Tower, 518 feet high. You can get a lift all the way to the top, and then that blue section you see is like a glass walkway, a skywalk they call it. So you can walk along it and look all the way down. It's pretty unnerving and pretty cool. At night, they light the whole thing up and you can see it for miles around. Tell you one thing they messed up though. Can't see your fish from up there, can you? So like I said, plenty to do, so much that I couldn't possibly name it all. But what I was most looking forward to was the Sealife Centre. So, one of the days, after a quick bite to eat, shout out to Jack and Dan, my first ever plant-based meatless burger. Wouldn't even tried it if it wasn't for these guys. I'm going to do more of that in the future, so follow Jack and Dan. This is what we're talking about. Trying not to get run over here. As you can see, I was pretty excited to get in, leaving everyone else in my dust. Got wee map, look. Keep that as a souvenir though, because I don't mind getting lost in here. As you would imagine, as soon as you're through the door, you're hit with some beautiful and stunning displays. Everything's got information about the stuff in the exhibits, if you're interested in reading it. Everything's nicely presented, and you're made to feel dead welcome when you come in. Some of the fish you'll see will be quite familiar to those of you that have been in the hobby for a little while. I've even got some of these red rainbow fish myself. But some of the displays were much less typical and really, really impressive. Some of them were just unbelievable. Watching this jellyfish for a few minutes, it was just mind-blowing. There is no other way to describe it. There's a wee pool where kids can touch things like crabs, starfish, shark eggs and the like. I think that's quite clever and quite smart. What a wonderful way to ignite their curiosity and excitement. If the displays haven't done that enough already, right enough. But yeah, thought it was a fantastic opportunity. Any additional opportunity to get young people to take an interest and invest in our natural world is surely a good one. They've got some playful turtles, some terrifying looking piranha, huge lobsters, and all sorts of other cool exhibits that I'm not going to ruin them all for you, showing them and explaining them, but it's well worth a day out down there, I have to say. Then, once you think you've enjoyed all the pretty they have to offer, there's one last treat in store, because they have got a huge tank at the end with a tunnel that you can walk through. All kinds of shark and rays swimming about here, so there is. Really is magical and impressive. At the end of it, you can turn yourself around and find this gigantic observation pane. That's really one of the best vantage points to see some of these magnificent creatures, including this enormous green sea turtle they've got. Watching him or her manoeuvre gracefully through the tank was without a doubt one of the highlights for me. Spent ages sitting there. And, as luck would have it, I happened to be there while they were feeding, again him or her. It's pretty cool. I was standing in the tunnel looking up at that. I was there for a good few minutes. I would imagine it takes quite a lot to feed a turtle like this, but oh man, what a treat. So my intention here isn't to ruin anything for anyone or, you know, show it to you so you don't got to go and see it yourself. My idea is to whet your appetite a little bit by showing you some of the things they've got going on. I hope you found it interesting and exciting so that if you're ever in the area, you'll make sure you don't miss out and go on in. I had a great time. I definitely enjoyed it and I'll definitely go back in if I get the chance again. However, until then, this is DKF about to get pinged up into the air. And if you've got good eyes, you could just make out him waving later.